The core of a car is its engine. That's practically a no-brainer. Fragile engine, fragile car. That's how it works. But I am not going to talk about those flimsy engines here, because there's a separate video for that. This time, let me introduce you to their exact opposites. Hello everyone, this is Scott from CarlandTV. It's time to get in the front seat, as today I am going to introduce you to specific car models with engines with superior reliability, or in other words, engines that can't die at all. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up, and let's get back to the video. Honda Civic, D-Series and K-Series engines. Buying a Honda Civic can be rewarding, especially if you're looking for a car that you won't have to replace in the foreseeable future. However, there are certain Civic models that are just more reliable and durable than the rest. Specifically, Civic models equipped with the D-Series D16 and K-Series K20 and K24 engines have tested and tried longevity. These are the very Civic units that can outlast even some of the so-called reliable sedans in the market. The D16 series, in particular, is a 1.6-liter inline-4 engine used by Civics from the late 1980s to the early 2000s. Yes, they're really old, but they are so damn tough that they can still compete with modern engine designs. It has a lightweight aluminum construction, a durable timing belt system, and a reliable fuel injection setup, which is a setup that is incredibly easy to maintain. There are also few moving parts on this engine. Even its internal friction is low. Hence, don't be surprised that the engine experiences very little wear over time. From time to time, I can see Civics with D16 engines that clock 300 to 400,000 miles, which is insane showing off of its toughness. Later, Honda adopted the K-Series engines on the later models of the Civic. Basically, these are K22-liter and K24 2.4-liter DOHC inline-4 engines that have timing chains instead of belt, IVTEC variable valve timing for improved efficiency, and reinforced cylinder walls for greater durability. Between the two, the K24 already attained the reputation of being virtually indestructible, with some units lasting well beyond 300,000 miles, even when heavily used. Lexus LS 400/LS 430, 1 UZFE and 3 UZFE engines. I always hate the notion that luxury cars are fragile cars. People see them as glass cannons, which I really disagree with, especially if you know which one to pick. Sure, there are really unreliable luxury rides out there, but they don't include the Lexus LS 400. But to be fair, I am only referring to the Lexus LS 400 models that have been equipped with the 1 UZFE and 3 UZFE engines here. I really regard them as some of the most indestructible luxury sedans ever built, and there are solid reasons for that. Now hear me out. The 1 UZFE 4-liter V8 engine was actually used in the first two generations of the LS 400. Essentially, these are the 1989 to 2000 models of the car, which are already old, but I still have some of them that are operational these days. It was designed to outlast its competitors by a significant margin, with its forged steel connecting rods, aluminum alloy block, and low-friction valve train that allow for extreme durability with minimal wear. If you don't know yet, this particular engine was actually designed by Toyota with Formula One-inspired precision, using a dual overhead cam design with 4 valves per cylinder for improved efficiency and smoothness. So how far can this engine last? Well, several units fitted with this engine have actually covered 400,000 miles without major repairs or replacements, and that's a lot. Meanwhile, its succeeding 3 UZFE 4.3-liter V8, used in the LS 430 2001 to 2006, retained the same overbuilt characteristics while adding variable valve timing with intelligence for better fuel efficiency and power delivery. These engines have non-interference timing belt designs, by the way, which means that even if the belt snaps, the pistons and valves won't crash against each other. That's one simple yet effective way of preventing vehicular disasters. Toyota Corolla, 1 ZZFE and 2 ZRFE engines. Of course, this list is going to be filled with Toyota. After all, in terms of reliability, you can't just downplay what this brand has accomplished already. Take the Corolla, for example. It is simple, bland, and sometimes tasteless for some. But if we're only talking about durability, this one can bag its competition. Particularly those Corolla that were fitted with the 1ZZFE and 2ZRFE engines are capable of sustaining long-term performance and reliability. The 1ZZFE, which is a 1.8-liter inline-4 engine, is found in the 8th and 9th generations of Corolla. This one is actually a cast aluminum engine that comes with a naturally aspirated design, which means that its internals are free from stress. Instead of a belt, it uses a timing chain so that you can save money on maintenance, given the fact the timing chain is a lot more durable. Meanwhile, the 10th generation of Corolla gave us the 2ZRFE. It's still being used right now as far as I know, as this one is particularly notable because of the way it's constructed. Basically, this engine is a lot more reliable than its predecessor, as Toyota strengthened the block, enhanced its thermal efficiency, and refined the variable valve timing system. In the grand scheme, both of the engines are solid and known for their minimal fuel consumption and ability to resist high temperatures. I've come across used Corollas fitted with these engines that reached 350,000 to 400,000 miles, which is an obvious hint of how durable these cars are. Honda Accord, K24 and J35 engines. I am not surprised if you have driven an Accord once in your life. That's how ubiquitous and enduring this car is. I mean, it's a staple car in the market and is a primary pick for those who want an affordable yet functional vehicle. Of course, we all know the fact that it's reliable, thanks to its tested and tried engineering and straightforward assembly. For me, it's the perfect definition of a no-nonsense car. However, there are certain models of Accord that can endure more than the others. Specifically, Accord units fitted with the 2.4-liter inline-4 K24 engine and 3.5-liter V6 J35 engines show better records in terms of reliability, fuel efficiency, and smoothness in operation. The K24 engine family, which is used in the 2003 to 2022 Accord models, features a chain-driven dual overhead cam design, low-friction internals, and iVTEC variable valve timing. This setup optimizes its power generation and delivery without having to stress the engine too much. Mechanics even consider it a low-wear engine with high thermal efficiency, and this has a lot to do with its forged steel connecting rods and reinforced aluminum block. It also features a timing chain instead of a belt, which eliminates a common failure point found in some older engines. There are certain K24-powered Accords that were able to surpass 300,000 miles, even with just basic maintenance, which is a testament that the engine is one of the most bulletproof four-cylinder engines available. Meanwhile, the 3.5-liter V6 engine, which Honda fits on the higher trim Accord models from 2005 to 2022, also showcases insane durability, partly due to the fact that it features Honda's variable cylinder management for improved fuel economy and a smooth, naturally aspirated power band. It really surprised me that this particular system improved a lot, considering that its earlier versions of VCM had issues with excessive oil consumption, which Honda later addressed. Toyota Land Cruiser, 2UZFE and 3URFE V81GRFE V6 engines. The Toyota Land Cruiser, particularly its models equipped with the 2UZFE, 3URFE V8, and 1GRFE V6 engines, is basically undying. Reliability and longevity-wise, this SUV can really put down the competition for good. A lot of Land Cruisers, as a matter of fact, can endure 500,000 grueling uses, but with routine maintenance. Of course, the key reason for that is because of the engines fitted on the Land Cruiser, especially the ones that I mentioned. They're basically over-engineered and overbuilt to ensure that they can take long-term beating. They got forged steel crankshafts, low-stress internals, and conservative tuning, which are all essential ingredients to their unyielding durability. Now let me give you a short rundown about those engines. The 2UZFE, which is a 4.7-liter V8 engine, was used by Land Cruisers from 1998 to 2007. It is a cast-iron block engine which enhances its resistance to warping and overheating, which is the primary reason why it can handle extreme temperatures with ease. It has a solid timing belt that ensures precise valve timing with minimal wear. Meanwhile, the later 3URFE 5.7-liter V8 engine, which was used in the 2008 to 2021 models of Land Cruiser, maintains reliability while incorporating dual variable valve timing with intelligence, or VVTI, for improved efficiency. Then, The 1GRFE 4.0-liter V6, which you can see under the hood of some Land Cruiser Prado models, follows the same formula of simple, naturally aspirated power but with a robust, chain-driven timing system. Aside from the battle-tested engines, the Land Cruiser is actually built with body-on-frame construction, a full-time four-wheel drive system with locking differentials and rugged transmission options. These things have been integral to the legendary longevity of the Land Cruiser. In fact, Toyota really made this SUV to withstand the most challenging terrains, not only here in the US, from the deserts of the Middle East to the jungles of Africa, where reliability means survival.